The Mills administration is ramping up its effort to get approval for a large port that would serve future offshore wind projects.
The governor announced that location, Sears Island, just last month. Now, at her direction, a new bill is making its way through the legislature to clear a large environmental obstacle to start the construction of that port. Here's News Center Maine's Donovan Lynch.
Once Sears Island falls, they cannot be put back together again.
In Augusta, a battle unfolds between large-scale ambition and ground-level consequences.
It's both premature and, in our view, quite irresponsible.
It's going to have to be trade-offs.
In a push to build an offshore wind port on Sears Island in Penobscot Bay, a new bill from Governor Mills would allow for a permit to build over a coastal sand dune system on the island. At a public hearing Monday, conservationists like attorney Scott Sells voicing their opposition to what they see as a step too big, too soon.
It's really inappropriate. It's trying to kind of cherry pick environmental issues off the table before there's a full evaluation.
The effort to clear the way for construction comes less than a month after Governor Mills chose Sears Island, much of it preserved or state-owned, as the preferred staging point for sending wind turbines and other materials out in the Gulf of Maine. But opponents say choosing the second place pick, nearby Mack Point, could keep the surrounding environment intact.
And there aren't nearly as many ecological issues with putting the wind port there.
However, with the state choosing Sears Island for what it says is the most feasible location for logistics, cost, and environmental impact, supporters of the governor's efforts say there's an inevitable cost to progress.
Insofar as there is an impact on the sand dunes, it's definitely worth it for what the state of Maine and the people of that area will be able to get from it.
As for the governor's new proposal,
this just deals with a very specific limitation that currently exists.
And approval for the Sears Island project doesn't hinge on this sand dune issue alone. There's still a lengthy state and federal permitting process to go through. In Augusta, Donovan Lynch, News Center, Maine.
By the way, the cost to build that port estimated right now to be around $500 million.